everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Echoes of Eternity. Everyone's here, looking great. Everyone, when I say everyone, I mean everyone. Look at you, Sam.
God.
How are you even alive right now? You got a hat on and hair and everything. It's wonderful.
Yeah, this is using up so much bandwidth, dude. You gotta be careful.
You have a data cap.
I like how you're just like standing very still in the hopes that maybe everything will work okay, but just don't move. Everything will be fine. I see that. It's looking great. I'm expecting someone to come out of that closet and get you at any point. So if this is the horror movie I think it'll be, it'll be great. No one in there? You good?
He's in Stormtrooper cosplay. He's patiently waiting.
Damn, well, you're about to get piled on again. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show. It's time for more Star Wars-y goodness. Where shall we start? Oh, yes. Okay. Woo, there's so much. I know at the end of last episode, I had some PR-3 things that we needed to do, but I'll let you, Bikeman, take us on that wild train when we get there. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. All right. Before we begin, let's go through and do two things. People were like, Jesse, do it on stream. So here I am. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Alrighty then. And now, if you would all be so kind as to roll for me. Actually, let me clear the dice pool. Roll for me your Destiny dice. Clear that pool. And let's see where we stand today. One dark side. Oof. Bike, will you roll again? Just to be safe. That's a good roll. That's a good roll.
Like the opposite of my crap roll. Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it's twice as opposite. Oh. Oh. All right. Hit me, Sammy. What you got? What you got for me? I gotta move all these screens. Oh my lord. So many screens. Sam. Hello, sweet boy. Sweet boy, father.
Hello. Roll 20 is still loading, dude. I'm coming.
Father.
Right, here we go.
Camera's taking all the
Have you
bandwidth.
overslept me? Father. That guy's gonna find a voice in here somewhere. I don't know where. He'd meet a guys and be like, "ULAGO, is that you? Come to me, boy."
Wait, did we crush? Is this a 5-1 crush? Yes.
Wow.
Sure
That's a solid. A lot of crushing happened. I have to even add one over here. Oy, that's no good. Okay, let's add a token. I'll put it right there. And so now, oh my lord. So yeah, you guys did great. You have a lot to work with today, which is good. Because last time we left off with you escaping an Imperial prison, and two of you are very badly hurt. And so, yeah, let's start this bad boy.
And I'm flying too, so if we're leveling up, I better put a point into that.
Well, we will see what happens at the end of this. We are almost at the end of this little arc here.
Sweet.
Okay. So, cue intro and all that stuff. The Star Wars logo appears, and it goes whop, and we suddenly see our scrolling text and or blue, depending on what you're a fan of. Having barely escaped the clutches of Dawn Krenn in the Imperial prison bleakpoint station, ULAGO and PR-3 helped the severely wounded Oda KANALI and DAEYO FANG back to the waiting Black Sun Prince Sin'Kad. With his brother in tow, they're eager for a well-deserved rest and a small fortune in credits. Only one question remains. What now? You've managed to escape the prison, and you've flown away in this Imperial transport, which is great. Just lovely for you all. but you are in stolen Imperial transport on a planet flying through thanks to PR-3. What's your plan? Where are you going? What is like... I mean, what now is the question. What now? You have 2 very badly injured people on your ship.
Good question.
A very good one. That's why I asked it first.
Can I look around for like some first aid or anything?
Sure, of course. You would have to give me a roll for that.
Please no strain.
Yeah, I don't think I'm programmed with any like medical stuff.
Am I doing perception?
Yes, you are looking perceptively for anything to help you. Of course. Yes, you managed to find a stim pack, but unfortunately it only contains 1 shot, and more importantly, all it will do is get you 1 of your life back, which will keep you from getting mega crit, but there's only 1 of them, so you'll have to choose who gets it.
I give it to Oda.
No, you should take it.
I stabbed into Oda. So she doesn't get a choice.
Okay, yeah. Oda, you can set yourself down 1, so you have 1 more hit you can take before you go to critical again. And there is no more anything stim pack wise aboard the ship.
If I were to... Is it possible mechanically to roll a medicine check to repair any health?
Yes, but you would have to, in a way, have that ability to do something. Let me check. Let me
I want to
verify.
bind a wound.
That's a fantastic question. I'm sure someone knows the best answer. I would think that you could use it on a recovery if you were going to. So an emergency med pack without penalties. Let me see if I can give you a good answer. It can help reduce the time healing by 1 hour per success spent. So you won't be able to instantly do a thing, but you can do a routine first aid skill, and it will help you reduce the amount of time it would take you to heal up to full, but it won't help you in anything like that. So I mean, you could do it, but you would have to spend the time to like take a minute, heal, and then move on, which I would think in a stolen Imperial freighter might not be the smartest plan at the moment, but you guys can do it. You definitely can.
I was more thinking DAEYO just, use this stim pack on me. I want to try to like return a favor by at least like binding up a wound or, giving a nice pat on the back to DAEYO.
Sure. I think the first thing you need to do...
I have a wound in my shoulder, actually. That's where the shot went.
Yeah. Can I bandage it?
Yeah, I think you definitely can. I will give you that. Let's see if you can find stuff to bandage with, right? So if you'll give me a search. Perception and then medicine to see if you can actually do it. Yes. Turns out in that first aid kit, there was in fact bandages as well. So yeah, let's see if you can pull it off and help her out.
Come on, big money. Yay!
Okay, I'll give it to you. Yeah, you've stabilized her. She's no longer going to take crits. So you can have 1 whole HP back, DAEYO.
Can I use my advantage to take away 1 of her strain as well?
Yes. The advantage
shoulder?
you got the first one? Yeah. The perception advantage? Sure, of course. Yeah,
Wait,
just so it looks like everything's going to be okay.
Yours.
Oh, thank you.
I'm comforting you.
Yeah, everything's going to be all right. Yeah, that's your like, you know what? I'm not so strained anymore. Looks like we made it. Okay, cool.
A little more relaxed now. Nice.
All right. So,
I slapped my pheromonious friend awake.
Thank you for the alliteration. He pops awake and he's like, what?
I'm grinning at him and I say, told you to get you out.
You know, you did exactly that. I can't. Good job, pal. And he sort of slaps you back on the shoulder.
Well,
Right, we need to take him where he belongs and get our 2 million credits.
yes. But we're also in a, stolen Imperial ship, so...
Hold on. 2 million credits is what they're gonna pay you.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people that tried to get you and failed, so I guess it just kept going up.
Wow. All right. 2 million it is.
Is that a lot or too little?
Oh, I'm flattered, really.
Good.
Can I hear this while I'm piloting?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
It's
they're
not
in
that
the
big.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say.
Previously, when we visited his brother's palace, you were under the influence of some sort of chemical he was employing. Perhaps we should guard against that this time.
Yes, how do we do that?
Yes, how do we do that?
He like looks at himself and sort of smells himself a little bit, and he's like, "You mean me? You mean guard against stuff like me?"
Precisely.
Don't worry. You're fine now. I'm with you. It's all right.
Could you explain the
Well, it's
science
all right,
of
'cause
that?
Yours is a little
Science.
urine and sweat as well, but your brother's is more refined.
Well, that's because he's taken a shower in the last 300 days. But let me tell you, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It works as simple as your stupid noses. We all
One
have
might
glands.
think that when it comes to syndicates, they would choose the judicious use of chemicals over paying credits.
Well, look, I'm his brother. He wouldn't have sat there for years to get me out of prison if it wasn't going to be worth someone's while. He made a deal with the guild, right? I assume the guild was involved. And he sort of looks over at DAEYO.
I like look. I'm like, don't look at me.
Well, he wouldn't have given
Yes.
the contract to anyone who wasn't with the guild. I'm just saying.
Yes, we're with the guild.
So,
All right, look, your brother doesn't want us to
Go.
show up in an Imperial ship, obviously, so
Why
Crendor
not?
can meet us.
meet
We'll
you.
be followed.
If he's smart, he won't do anything. He'll stay right where he is.
Well, where do you think we should drop you off?
Well, you're terrible guildsman if you're gonna just drop me off.
We
You
don't-
should come with me.
Well, yes.
we are coming with you.
Yeah, we are. We have to make sure that we go there with him, and then we
All right,
make.
well,
the
you're not
exchange.
complete idiots then. Jeez. All right.
You know, I can just take you back to the prison if you keep talking like that. So.
I'm pretty sure there's no one left in that prison, my friend. You
Oh yeah, there's no. There's those starry-eyed,
intense.
whatever, Rackles there. All those people that are probably just gonna die there now.
Whole prison just for you.
Look, I don't know anything about that. They never even tried. People went in a room, and then newer people came out.
And
They
that's all
said
you
they
know
were
about
looking.
that?
What? You're all just talking over each other. It's kind of hard to under. Common's not my first language, so chill.
You don't know anything else. That's all you know. They never tried to do that to you. They never took you in whatever room these people went in.
I mean, they tried, but it usually ended up with me in charge for a little bit. Till someone figured out what was going on.
Okay, makes sense.
They kept talking about some thing or person who was of value to them. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, Yeah. Come on. Apparently some hotshot Jedi was gonna be here.
A Jedi.
Yes. Apparently they were waiting on a Jedi, I think, to be shipped
Well, the
in.
Jedi are extinct, so couldn't
You
have been
don't
a
to tell
Jedi.
me. You don't have to tell me. It's been a great few years, am I right? And he sort of looks at everyone like, no more Jedi, no more problems. Not for me, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, did they say who?
Nah, they don't. They didn't have a name, I don't think.
What was the Jedi supposed to want?
Want? I don't know, I don't care. They were gonna take the Jedi and then do whatever it is they were gonna do.
As in, do the thing they were doing to the people that go in the room come out wrong?
Oh, lady, I have no clue. I don't know what happened in that room.
Well, too bad we didn't meet the Jedi.
Look,
Could have been fun.
I met one once. They're all assholes, every last one of them.
Hey, what's your tone?
Look, I'm just saying, have you ever met a Jedi? Strict.
I have, actually, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know they are strict. Super strict.
What Jedi did you
Well-
meet, Ulago?
As a friend. Long time ago. PR-3, make sure you save those autopilot coordinates, because that's going to be where they took your master, by the way.
Of course.
I wager we keep the ship, but we should probably try and hide it.
Do you think we could possibly land it by your brothers?
My brothers. He doesn't live on this planet, lady.
Well, where does he live?
With the cartel. He's got like a big ship. He flies around. He's trouble.
Well, where should we take you then?
I would assume back to my lair. Right? It's still there. It's not gone.
And that's on this planet, correct?
Yeah, that's why I've been captured here, because
And you want to stay on this planet?
Yes,
Just like
I am in
sitting
charge
back
of.
watching these two go back and forth. Like, I'm not saying
Wait,
anything.
hang on. You think your brother's not here?
Why would he come here? That's insane.
Well,
This place is a hellhole.
he is here, and I would wager he was sitting in your throne when we met him.
Who knows whose throne that offered us 2 million credits? Who knows
Oh,
whose
he's saying it's
it
his.
is? I don't know.
He's
It's not our
here.
business.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh,
I mean, that or is
What is that?
it was an
Is
imposter.
that all like a glad he's here, or is that all like a
Oh shit.
I'm not getting paid? Oh,
he stops talking entirely and says not another word.
Why have we
Okay.
stopped talking? What are you hiding?
He just like is looking down at the floor and not even acknowledging any more of your questions. The
Like
once
sad or,
very
like,
open
scared?
character is no longer like he doesn't want to deal with you anymore. He has other things on his mind.
Can I roll perception to see if this is fear or sadness or like evil intent?
You can. I wonder if there's something else you can roll to
Mm.
see if you can figure out what's going on with him. I feel like this is still
maybe
perception. but
maybe
yeah.
this is a force thing.
Maybe you can definitely try to. You can use your force point to sort of see what is going on with him. You don't have to use a destiny pool. I'll let you use your force point to like delve into his mind a little.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
What is that? How do I do that?
I'm just gonna give this to you because this I
Okay.
feel like This is one of the easier things for you to do.
And intuit.
Yes. So, from what you can tell in his mind's eye, you can see that, yes, the throne was absolutely where he sat. That building you were in very much was his home. And he did not expect his brother to at all be in his own palace, if you will. And this has come as a shock to him. And he truly does not know what it means. He doesn't know if it's a good or bad thing, but he knows that it's very unexpected. Like, on the scale of importance, his brother is like one of the top 3 dudes. And he is not at all even remotely close to that. He is less than top dog by a long shot. And so this is not a thing that he is very excited about, because either way, this is going to be interesting.
Okay. So he's not like being quiet because he knows that we're about to get like murdered. That I can tell.
Like there is no ill intent in him. It's genuine shock. Like, he doesn't know what to expect. He isn't like, when they get back there, we'll kill them together. It's not like that at all. He does not know. He's totally like, and so because he doesn't know, like all great crime guys, they just shut up. And so that's the best you can deduce out of all of this, delving into his head.
Okay. Well, now that that conversation is over, can I, as part of my like smuggler background, streetwise skullduggery type of thing, do I know of somewhere where I could like trade a ship? Like, you know, when you had a horse and you want to go trade a horse for a fresh horse, you do that. Is there a place to trade a ship for a fresh ship? Yeah,
Zeborba. You very much know of several places, but they are not this planet. One thing that you've been able to figure out based off of just your eyes is that on this world, the only shuttles you've seen so far have been this Imperial freighter and the ship you crashed on. There are no like ships taking off. It's not a busy spaceport. This is a planet that has a town right here. And so there is no like starport nearby. There definitely were. You did see some people in that the cantina. Owned a ship of some sort, but you haven't seen anything around. And that's just what where you could be like if you heard me.
Is Jesse cutting out for everybody else or just me?
I'm cutting out for me too. Hi.
Oh yeah,
love you. You're amazing.
Yeah, it's screwing up.
Okay. Cool.
But anyway, what I was saying before I skip is that you really know of many locations based on your just who your character is, but they're all off planet. And then you can like once you get off planet, you could probably do a roll to figure out like where's like what's closest. But on this planet, there's nothing.
Well, I suggest that it may be difficult to land an Imperial ship here without detection. As such, I suggest we go to a different planet, switch out ships, and come back.
How likely is that?
Well,
From
I
my
mean,
knowledge.
you would have to roll piloting rolls. Once you got into the off of the planet, because you have to do an like astrogation check for like off the planet. And if
I
you
have
remember,
0 piloting, just so you guys know.
yeah, but more importantly, the big thing is that you would have to do some sort of check because you also have to deal with this little baddie that I'm putting on the screen right now.
Oh no.
So you have a actual cruiser outside orbiting as well. So you definitely 100% could do it, but just remember that you'd have to have the rolls to avoid an Imperial ship and hyperspace away to proper locations. But you can. I mean, I'm sure that PR3 has something that he can make that work with. Oh, is everyone muted? Did everyone get muted?
Right. You're muted, Anna.
Oh, I was muted.
Just kidding.
My bad.
Both of you were muted? Oh.
I was muted. I was talking. I was saying absolutely not. I don't think we should risk it because two of us are really close and I'm about to pass out. I can help
Look,
with
I
piloting,
imagine
but-
the safe return of his brother is probably there's room there to negotiate some kind of ship or ride off world.
Right then.
What up?
So let's
Right.
land this ship.
I mean, the deal was we bring the brother back, we get paid, we leave. So
All right, we get paid with a ship.
2 million credits.
All right, we get paid less than 2 million credits and a ship.
Okay, we can try to.
2 million
try
can
to
also
change the
buy you
terms.
a nice ship. 2 million get you a good
That's
ship.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, no, 2 million credits. We could probably just buy one. I think we'll be fine.
Well, we have one now. So we could have a ship and 2 million credits. If
Look,
we
I'm
just
not
weren't too
taking him
scared
to space. Let's just drop him off, hand him
All right,
over.
well, PR3, do you think that this ship, if we were to fly it as is, would attract too much attention, or would we blend in because it's Imperial?
It would certainly blend in.
Then what are we worried about? Let's just fly to the lair, drop this lovely gentleman off, take this ship out into space as though we're Imperials, and trade it somewhere else on our own with our 2 million credits in our pockets.
Hang on, you think that no one's going to see the ship or approach the ship while we do the trade-off, and then we'll just leave before anyone realizes we're here?
What do you suggest?
Sam got. You got betrayed once by a beautiful woman, and now you're like, I don't trust nobody. Everyone's out to get me.
And I'm just,
PL3, look for like a rock formation on the outskirts of town. We can,
And then you want to
Landon.
walk.
Very well.
it's going to be a lot harder to spot us walking than it is in this ship.
Don't know.
Yeah, give me a roll, PR3. What do you got?
I'm going into
I'm gonna
land now,
roll-
huh? Or am I
I'm going
just
to roll
looking?
perception 2 and see if I can see
Yeah, you're
anything.
Is this a
You're
roll for
literally
looking or landing?
This is just a roll for looking. You're just trying to
Okay, I
figure
was
out there's
gonna
a
say.
place. Yeah.
Not ready yet. What is that? A perception?
Mm-hmm. Nope. You take 2 strain trying to figure it out. The computer and the scanners will not give you anything. You simply can't figure it out.
whoops.
Like,
I'm dangerously close to threshold.
I added dice.
whoa! What just happened?
All right, yeah, there we go. I couldn't see
can't
anything
figure it
either.
out. Yeah, you can't see anything. It's almost as if you remembered the lair was underground, and it would be hard to park your ship underground. It's almost like you're like, oh, we gotta find a. Oh wait, yeah. So that'd be tough.
You know when you have a thought that's so distressing that it causes you physical harm?
The sparks came out of my head for a second.
I'll say we ditch the ship. Go through. You grab the coordinates you need. We go get paid.
But it's a ship. And we have
I
it.
would warn you that flying is not my strong suit, and as we
Well, how else
land,
are we
I
going to get
strenuously
off?
suggest you attach yourself to something solid.
We can
All
hire a
right.
pilot. We can buy a ship. We can do a lot of things with a lot of credits. What we probably can't do is fly this thing where we need it to go.
Or continue arguing and flop about the cabin back there as I make my descent.
Land the bloody thing, will ya?
Oda
my God.
straps in.
We're just gonna make the deal, get a new ship, leave. I think that's the best option.
Oda's just strapped in silently, accepting that this is what's gonna happen.
Where would you like to land this bad boy, PR3? Talk to me. Give me an idea. If you need, again, you have all the information you need about the planet, so I can just tell you. But what's your vibe? Where are you going?
I am, of course, open to suggestions for where exactly would be the best place to land.
On the ground.
Bazaar
somewhere.
looks good.
I mean, here's the thing. The places you know, at least from where you've been, there is the small town, and then there's the prison right next to the small town. There is the desert and the Crystal Mountains, where you once stayed the night. There is the crash site, which is nearby as well. And then there is the rest of the planet, which you have yet to explore. But yeah, I mean, you can land wherever you want.
Probably
It's your ship.
where would have the closest access way to the
I would land in the small town.
city?
I mean, Sam's
Like,
right
land
here.
in the small
If you-
town.
If you want to land in town, you can do it. It's the closest place to the underground. It will be wild, but you can do it.
I mean, is that ULAGO telling me to land in the town? Because
Yeah,
I did ask for suggestions.
yeah. I'd point
There you go.
straight to the middle of the town.
I did say wherever. So
All right.
Like you said, we'll
All
blend
right.
in, right?
Give me a piloting roll, my dude. Let's see where you land.
Well, mine ain't that pink cat
Military
TIE fighter, you know.
roll?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Your servos stress a little bit about the process of landing, as it's not something you do, but you land almost flawlessly right in the center of the bazaar area. And aside from the engines blowing some of the tents over and the scrambling of some of the various hooded figures in town, as you land, most of the yellow-eyed people are still just like going about their day, picking up fruit and things and putting it in a basket, almost as if like it doesn't faze them. They don't notice this is happening, and you land without incident right in the center of town.
There, as expected, an exquisite and impeccable landing.
Nicely done.
You can pilot quite nicely.
PR3, a red light goes off on your monitor on the screen in front of you. Roll for me, computers, to see if you can figure out what exactly that indicates.
Just the seatbelt light.
We'll find out. Nope, you don't know what the hell that means. You have not a clue what that red light means, but it is red and flashing.
Do any of the rest of us see it?
Sure. Yeah. Do
Can
any of
point
you
it out,
have
too.
computer skills that you can check and see what it is?
Look at this red flashing light. It must be the perfect landing flight, acknowledging my accomplishment.
Oda, yeah, it turns out that in your past you've been on shuttles like this before. Even though you haven't mentioned this to anyone, this you recognize as something has tracked you. Something is locked onto you. Normally in the past, it would be if you were trying to board a ship, like if you were trying to board from a shuttle onto a larger ship. This would start pinging, letting you know that they have locked onto you, so they are monitoring your location so they can dock you easier. This is letting you know that someone's monitoring your location.
On second thought, I don't think we should keep this ship at all. In fact, I think we should leave it very soon and maybe explode it.
Now you're starting to see things my way. That's good.
And what caused that sudden change?
The fact that this light means that somebody's coming right now and tracking us and knows where we are.
So we blow it up right here in the middle of town. Let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, just leave it.
No, let's blow it up. I want to
You're gonna
blow it
blow
up.
it up.
I'm trying to... Kind of feeling a little aggressive right
let me
now.
see.
She's not feeling well. Let her have this.
I would
Jesus.
rather they spent time searching the ship.
Yeah,
Then-
that one signifies that in the distance, you hear the slight, ever so slight hum of a TIE fighter engine slowly approaching your position.
Oh, lovely. Well, should we use the weapons of this to blow up that TIE fighter first, or should we leave?
I hoist our friend to his feet. After you. Let's get going, shall we?
Yes, no. Let's go. And he sort of goes very quickly to the door and punches it, and it's like, and he's like antsy, waiting for it to go. It's like, he's like, oh come on. And finally, it ends up hitting the ground, and he runs down the ramp.
I run after him. Yep.
Okay, yeah. He is going as fast as humanly possible.
I'm going with them, but I assume PR3 can't run. So I'm going to try to stay with PR3 and cover PR3.
I shuffle.
Yeah, PR3, he's got a mean
Power
shuffle.
walk.
He swings his arms very quickly, and that's how he moves rapidly. Yeah, he's got that droid move.
Very
Sarah,
Sam
what are
goes
you doing?
flying.
I'm feeling
Yeah.
like shit, so I'm not chasing after anyone. So I'm staying back with PR3.
So, ULAGO, you and this guy run very quickly towards one of the many secret underground entrances, and you sort of slink into the shadows. And as you do, overhead a TIE fighter soars, and it doesn't stop, it doesn't shoot, it just sort of does a flyby, and right by. What is your plan now? Are you going to wait for the other three to catch up, or do you want to go down with this guy down to the lower level, or what's the plan?
Well, they've been before, right? They know the way.
They do know the way. Yes. It wouldn't take much for them to figure it out. PR3's been down there. He has the whole schematics in his brain.
Yeah, I'm not gonna delay my payment. And if I can just get us paid and get back to the group anyway, that might be easy. So I'm just gonna stick with him.
Yeah. All right. The two of you head down the stairs, the long winding staircase that leads you down into the underground. DAEYO, PR3, Oda, you reach the alley, and ULAGO is nowhere to be seen.
ULAGO!
I don't think we should bring attention to ourselves by screaming names.
Do you hear that scream, ULAGO?
Let's find out.
Nope.
No.
The steam works, the underground noises, all the busyness of the underground, you do not hear her scream.
And our rescued friend is with him, right?
Yes, correct.
You
Do
don't
I
think
know the way
ULAGO
from
would
here
be the...
pretty good?
What now?
Do I know the way from here pretty good?
Yeah, you have the schematics. You've been there, so it's all like up here now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I know the direction to walk in.
Lead the way.
Yeah, are you starting to have second thoughts, Oda, about ULAGO? Are you worried?
I
Are you
lean
worried?
into DAEYO and I'm like, you don't think ULAGO's the type to try to claim all the reward for himself and run, do you?
I mean, if he tries to run, he's not getting very far, so...
True. True.
I
I don't
understand
think
that.
he's that type. I don't think he's that type of person.
We just need to watch ourselves this time. Make sure we don't fall under some spell or whatever was going on last time.
We certainly do. I mean,
Roasted.
Of course. Of course.
Okay, so the group of you move down the stairs after ULAGO. ULAGO, you're in the heart of the city now, the underground, and he is very quickly making his way. And what you notice is that people are sort of checking him out and checking you out, and it's less like they're terrified of him and more like they've seen a ghost. Like perhaps they assumed this dude was dead.
Cool.
Still follow? Still go with him, or do you stop and check something else? Or... All right.
No, like constantly glancing over our shoulder, weapon out, just hurried walking.
Sure. Yeah, everyone seems to stay out of your way. No one is getting involved. And luckily for the other three of you, there's a lot of chatter. Apparently, the way they've gone, people are just like, "Did you see that? Oh my god, I can't believe." Like they're having conversations very loudly about, okay, well, that guy is back apparently, and that's messed up. And it's very, very obvious where they've gone. Do you continue to follow?
Do I have any reasons as to like why if it's good or bad that he's back, and maybe why?
You could always ask.
I think there's like this couple, and they're the types that are always, they look like they always like to gossip. And I walk up to them and I'm like, yeah, they got their tea and they're like gossiping and all that. And I walk up and I'm like, wait, you see a man run through here with another man chasing him?
Yeah, it's two very gossipy aliens. They look at you with just like, I can't even believe you wouldn't recognize who that was. They are two employees of a local meat stand that sells various meat delicacies, and they have name tags in Orabesh. One says Julie and the other says Becca, and they are gossiping like crazy about what just happened. And they're just like, oh my god, I can't believe if he's back, oh my god. It's going to be crazy down here again. You have no idea. Things were so good down here.
So good now, or when he was here?
Oh, when he was here, it was great. It was wild. There was parties every night at his palace. It was so much fun. And Becca's like, that's where I met my fourth boyfriend.
Oh, thanks, ladies. I just run off. I'm just like, I'm done.
Yeah, they seem very excited. But you can also see that there are other people nearby, an older couple, like an old pair of Nemoidians who are just like, oh, never. And they seem very angry. It's almost like they like that things have calmed down here.
Okay. So it was a party city. Okay. I don't give a shit about that. I just continue following.
Sure. ULAGO, you turn the corner and you see this long alley of closed down shops and buildings that were empty that you passed before that led to this giant palace, we'll say, this underground citadel. Except now, all of the strings of banners of the Black Sun are gone. And it's just an empty, long street. And you notice in front of the building, there are no guards either.
Something ain't right here.
What do you mean?
Banners are gone. Guards are gone.
Why would there? I don't have any more. All my guards were killed. I don't have guards.
No. Your brother had guards, and he had banners, and there were men everywhere. And they're gone.
I can't believe he was here. This is insane. I can't. Who would have thought he cared so much?
Well,
I mean, shall we? I figure now that he knows that I'm safe, it's only a matter of time, right? Come on, let's go.
lead the way.
Yeah. He moves forward and pushes on the giant double doors that before servants had opened for you. The little Twi'lek girl was there who had helped you and flirted with you a bunch, but she's no longer there. You push the doors open, and inside, before what was filled with plush pillows and like dancing girls and grinding couples and this like mist of spice in the air, gone. There are no torches, no braziers, no like open flame kind of like, oh, opulence, just metal floors. The columns are no longer draped with finery, just like metal columns and glowing lights on the outside of the walls. And that's it. It is completely empty. at least in the main foyer.
Okay.
Knew it.
How does he react?
No.
How does he react? He's like, "Oh, it's so good to be home." And he like does a little skip into his residence and sort of twirls around, looking at everything.
Yeah, ULAGO like swings his gun over his shoulder and he sighs heavily. We've been had.
No,
GM gives their players 2 million credits in the first season.
No, you clearly you haven't been had. No, there's no way. Look, I'm free. I'm home. I'm a prince of the Black Sun. I can help you, even if my dumb brother won't.
I don't see any Black Sun.
He like points to himself. He's like, I do every time I look in the mirror.
We could check the guild.
Well, the guild doesn't pay. My brother he has to be here. And he turns and
He
like
might have left the
pushes-
contact there for you, but I don't think he's left anything here.
He goes into the grand audience chamber room and sees his throne at the end. Again, this room used to be filled with like a crazy party and now is completely empty, but the throne is still there. And in the room, everything is gone except for one thing. The giant chest that contained the 2 million credits.
No good can come from this.
Wait, so the money's there?
Money's there.
No, the chest is there. You shit. Lie to that poor girl.
What are you gonna do?
ULAGO
I'm
waits.
not walking up
Just-
to it.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
ahead of me, so I
Yeah.
just let him do his thing.
Yeah, he runs up to the throne and like touches it, and it's like, oh, it's so good to be back. And he looks over at the big it's not really a chest, like a bureau or some sort of series of drawers. And he points to it and he's like, see? And he like opens one and it's filled with, you can hear like the clink, 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 clink of credits as he pulls it out. And he's like, see? So he left it for you. See? My brother's a good man.
I'm
And he,
gonna
like-
put my hand on PR-3's metal shoulder and like nudge him forward and be like, "Go inspect it, please."
Wait, are we there?
Yeah,
Did we make it?
The three of you have definitely, Sam's been slow on the movement once he's inside. So the three of you
Yeah.
have definitely caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can go,
I
you can
wasn't sure
go
if we were
examine
there
it. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
And I hold Oda back like, "We're not going up there."
I love how you send me into death. Clink, clink, clink of
Oh,
credits.
I
More like
think
the
we're
clink,
better
clink, clink
in
of
chest-
shrapnel from
The
the
chest
IED
explodes.
And you die and make a new character. No, go for it. Yeah, what's your...
I like being a jerk
You're-
robot.
This is definitely perception.
Okay.
Yeah, it strains you, because boy, those are some heavy
That's fine
drawers.
with the strain.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Those are Imperial credits. There are many of them. There is 2 million Imperial credits in there from what you can deduce based on mathematics. You got to figure it out. There's money in there, and as you scan it and look and sort of like ding, 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 like finger all the different credit bars as you go through it. From behind one of the pillars, the prince's brother appears. And he looks at the four of you and his brother, and he's like, I can't even believe it. You brought my brother. You got the credits. Oh, and he like shakes your face, ULAGO. He's like, I love you. Brother, come here to me. And his brother runs to him, and they give each other a hug. And he looks over you, DAEYO and Oda, and he's like, beautiful ladies. You're so hurt. Oh, you did this for me. You did this for me. And he like snaps his fingers, and from around the corner as well comes the young Twi'lek girl, and he's like, get them to Ebecta. Go take them. And she like grabs both your hands and starts to pull you around the corner with her.
Why were you hiding?
Well, hiding? I was not hiding. I was preparing to leave.
Oh, that makes sense. This place is horrible. I'll go to the back to tank. She just lets the Twi'lek take her.
Yeah.
Also, Jesse, I'm at 11 of 11 strain now.
Oh, that's bad news for you. Good
What
thing
does
I
that
guess you'll
mean?
hopefully get time to cool down. Well, I mean, if you take any more, it's bad. You will shut down. A normal sentient would pass out, but you would shut down. Yeah, you would just be like. So
Your engine's been running hot, Chief.
Yeah, you're fine for a minute, but thankfully it almost seems like you guys get a moment to cool down. He looks over at ULAGO and PR-3 and he's like, please, this place, it's hospitalities, it's yours, my friends.
Excellent.
What if I
because
needed
I feel fatigued.
Yes,
What if I
even droids get tired. Can I interest you in a oil bath?
That sounds resplendent with luxury.
Excellent! And like two almost sexualized droids sort of like saunter out. You know, like with like big cones. You know, they saunter out and they like escort you into the back. ULAGO, you're left by yourself in this throne room with the two brothers. Nothing for you, my friend?
Make a deal with me if you want.
And what would that be?
Keep off the credits. Get us off the planet.
You want a passage off the planet?
Yep.
And I get to keep half the credits.
You can have off.
You are a shrewd businessman, my friend. And he like looks at his brother and he slaps him and he's like, these are good people. And he turns his back to you and begins to walk away and he's like, please come with me. We draw up the contract. And he sort of like walks away towards a big doorway that opens, revealing sort of a conference room beyond.
Cool. Yeah, I'll follow.
Do you go with him?
Yeah.
None of us are with him, right? He just made this deal on all of our behalf, right?
Yes, he very much did. Yes.
Okay.
This guy's con had me once. I'm very much breathing strictly through my mouth at this point.
Sure.
But yeah.
He drags you into this like other room, and a few droids come out with data pads, and they place one data pad in front of you, and then another data pad in front of you, and then another data pad in front of you, and he's like, "There's lots of paperwork, but your friends will be a while." And then he gives you sort of like a digitized like sign here with your finger, please, and you begin to go to work at signing away one half of your credits. Meanwhile, DAEYO and Oda, the two of you are brought into a room by this Twi'lek girl, and she points to these two back to tanks and several medical droids that are sort of walking around, and they look over at you and they're like, "Oh, new attendees," and they like go over to you and they start like messing with you, and she's like, no, they're for the Bacta, like, "Oh yes, of course." And they begin to like rip your armor off, DAEYO, and try to like
shove
put
him
it
to
in.
the side, and I'm like, I can undress myself, thank you.
Like, surely you're injured. It would be better to help.
If they walk up, I shove them again.
And they look at you, and then they just all go over to Oda. They just all
Oda's
over
like-
to Oda. Yeah, and they put you in that, like, you know, the fantasy you're nude but not nude thing where it's like there's white strips everywhere, and then they dunk you in the tanks, and it seals up, and you get the whole Luke Skywalker, like you have the mask, and like bloop, 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 like that whole thing. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you begin to fall into like a suspended animation sleep, and the two of you are out like lights.
And I get all my
PR3?
HP back?
You definitely do. PR3, you are just soaking it up in this oil bath as these two droids just dump hot black oil all over you. And then they just like scrub at you, and they're just like rubbing you down in this oil. And then it cuts back to ULAGO filling paperwork. Just signing stuff, reading
And
through
drinking.
things. Yeah, certainly. Of course, you have one drink. Actually, it shows you take a drink and then pans over to several other glasses that are empty.
Yeah.
And then the prince is just sitting there watching you do all this. And he hasn't moved from his seat once. And his brother, you assume, is just outside waiting for all this to get done. We'll say, yeah?
Quick question. Do we get any strain back as well?
I'm going to count this as a rest for all of you.
Okay.
He gives you, like, you just
We
take
get the
this
work.
as a moment. Yeah, this is, we'll say a few hours go by where
Okay.
you are definitely getting recovered, and because it wasn't like, it wasn't like a terrible injury where it's like you lost a hand or your whole body, like your skin got burned off. This is like, we're gonna put you in there. It'll be fast. Don't worry about it. So a
Okay.
few hours goes by, and when the two of you emerge from this Bacta tank, you feel so much better, relieved. Your wounds have healed. There are a few scars, but nothing that won't, slowly heal over time with the remnant Bacta, and or maybe just like cool scars. Who knows? But you come out of it and you see that according to all the various timepieces in the room, that a few hours, maybe exactly three, we'll say, have gone by. PR3, you exit the oil bath room, we'll say, and again, everything seems like it was before. DAEYO and Oda exit their chambers as well, completely refreshed, and the three of you meet each other in the hallway. Also, you can get rid of your crits. That's a good point. So you can just remove those. You can trash those criticals. And so you three meet each other in the hall. What is the plan? What are you going to do?
Well, I
train did we
suppose
lose
we
again?
need to figure out how to get off this planet now.
Taken care of.
How?
What'd you do?
We did them a solid. They've done us a solid. It's fine.
That
They just
doesn't
gave
tell
us
what you
passage
did.
off the planet?
No, we gave him something. What did we give him?
His brother.
And?
And his brother. What do you care? We're getting out of it. Don't worry about it.
I do care. What'd you trade him? No way he's just gonna give it to us for free.
Why not? Just gave you a back to
Yeah,
take for
maybe
free.
maybe he's just very thankful.
Is he around anywhere?
Not that you can see. No.
Or the Twi'lek, is she around or anyone around?
No, you guys came out into the hallway, and there was nobody around.
I look at ULAGO like one of those stares where it's like, I know you did something, right? But I just walk past him, and as I brush past, I'm like, I know you traded something. We'll find out eventually. I just keep walking.
You're welcome.
So
Nope, I
the
keep walking.
all right, the group of you, do you follow DAEYO?
I mean, I think I would just.
Hey, I'm walking
mean-
back to where where. Actually, no. I need to know where we're walking because I would walk back to where the credits were.
All right, so back to the throne room. I mean, you
Yeah.
know where
Yeah.
to go. It's not that
Yeah.
difficult of a. It's not like a maze of a palace. Yeah. So the group of you you come from around that corner again, and you see on the throne Zircod, Sincod's brother, sitting there, staring forward on the throne, and you come around, and you notice he's sort of slumped over.
Missing prison life, are ya?
He does not respond.
I would like to do a perception check.
Yeah, sure. Perceive away.
Of course I strain. Immediately.
Yeah, you take 2 strain, but that's because what you see is a very gruesome sight. The, we'll say the younger brother is sort of gutted from right here all the way down to his stomach, and on the chair between his legs sits a red knife.
That can't be good.
Does this knife look familiar at all? Or is it just a random
You'd have to,
red knife?
you'd have to see. You'd have to check and see.
I'd probably point to it and ask, hey, PR-3, you ever seen a knife like this?
Yeah, this
I'm
would
gonna
definitely require a
approach the
special
knife
roll.
and pick it up.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to look into the knife, this require probably a lore roll.
Okay.
But I mean, you can just pick it up without having to do that. I'm just saying for PR3.
Yeah.
And he's just
As
like
long
right
as I
next to our
don't have to
credits.
touch it, I'm freshly clean.
What was that, Anna?
He's just right next to our credits.
I mean, the credits are,
He's in the
are
throne.
there,
He's dead on the throne.
but he's like on the throne, dead.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Yes. Crazy thing. You recognize this knife as being used by an organization called the Crimson Dawn.
Mm-hmm. And I, have
And I
the
will simply
triumph
say,
too, right?
yeah, your triumph, you can use it the best way you see fit.
The best way to see fit is if I notice anything else that's incredibly important right now.
Yeah. But all you know is that it's a. I mean, with your triumph, I'm gonna give you the fact that you recognize that it's Crimson Dawn.
Okay.
But because you failed, like, you know, that's really the
Yes.
best I can give you.
This is a Crimson Dawn dagger.
I think that I remember hearing a list of like the big syndicate, the big crime syndicates. Was that one of them? And or can I roll to see if I remember what Crimson Dawn is?
I mean, you can definitely, like, yeah, by all means, you can do.
Perception? Or
No, this would.
skullduggery?
I have Underworld
Man,
Intelligence.
it may fall under skullduggery, but I think the best roll would be Underworld,
Okay.
an Underworld knowledge skill check. Yeah, you recognize the Crimson Dawn being very, very big. One of, if not the biggest current criminal organization in the underworld.
And a rival to the Black Suns.
Yes. I mean, like, not... They are a rival, but they're much more powerful. In fact, there was a time that the Black Sun almost worked for them. But that is before your time and will require a lore roll if you wanted to know more.
Crimson Dawn is McDonald's and Black Sun is Arby's.
ULAGO does like a hurried jog towards the office.
Yeah. You run to the office and the door opens again, and sitting there on the seat at the end is the brother, and he looks at you and he smiles and he says, "See anything interesting?"
I'm gonna follow behind ULAGO.
I'm not smiling when he sees me in the doorway.
Why are you not happy? You get your credits, you get passage off this place?
I toss the dagger into the room.
Look, my friend, you understand bounties? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's no real brother of mine.
So you had me get him out. You could settle the debt with them.
Yes, that is how the bounty... I took a bounty, then you took a bounty, and we're all square.
I'm just standing in the doorway listening.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Excellent.
It seems
See?
clean to me.
If you're fine with it,
all
I'm fine with it.
businessmen. No, this is wonderful. See, I knew you would understand. And he like claps his hands, and the little Twi'lek girl comes back in with all these data pads. She puts them down on the table. She's like, see? I have double signed. I have double checked. Your passage is secure. All for the low cost of 1 million credits.
You gave him 1 million of our credits to get off this planet.
What are you do with 2 million credits? Tell me what you're gonna do with 2 million credits.
What am I gonna do? We could split it amongst all of us, first of all. Besides maybe the robot, I don't know if he needs it, but we could buy a ship, you know?
Cool.
We could do a lot with that, I'm sure. We wouldn't have to worry for a little while.
Myself and PR3's cut has gone towards getting us safely out of here. There you go.
Hold on 1 second. And he sort of looks at the Twi'lek girl and then looks at the group of you. He's like, I'm sorry. You think you're going to split $1 million? You think I do these things for free? And he like looks at the Twi'lek girl and he pulls out a data pad and he's like, 1 oil bath. 250,000 credits.
Well, really.
2 back to tank. 600,000 credits. Please. 150. You pay me for the gas. I take you off world, eh?
I fucking knew it. I just walk out.
How many credits are still in the throne room?
I don't know. Have you looked?
All of them?
Have you
Oda
gone to
is
look?
still there in the throne room because she was disturbed by the manner of this death, so she's kind of taking a moment to like try and dispel the dark force around this guy.
Oda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Eyeball how many credits you think are still out there for me, will you?
How many credits do I see?
The drawers are all open, and except for one drawer, they're all empty. One drawer has roughly what you could assume would be the 150 he was talking about.
There's about 150 in this one last drawer.
I'm not a criminal. I take care of you, but you have to pay your debts.
Our debts are paid, and now you owe
Yes.
me one. So you're
Yes,
gonna take
I
me
will
off
get-
road, and we're gonna keep that 150,000 credits.
Or double or nothing, my friend. What if I give you 250,000 and you'll give me that box? And he points to PR3's box that he has in his hands.
That he's been carrying in his hands the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have 0 emotional attachment to this vessel.
I'm like standing on the outside and I walk in, and if PR3 doesn't stop me, I'm gonna grab that box and be like, absolutely not. If this guy wants it, I'm gonna keep it.
Are
Absolutely
you
not.
sure? I can make it worth your while.
Yeah, you've said that before. 2 million credits.
Let me see. Let me see exactly what he intends to do to you.
Charge that motherfucker 2 million credits.
I am going to use a dark side point as well to upgrade
Okay.
this roll. Suddenly, well, we'll see. We'll see how suddenly it is. Let me do this. What does that look like? Oh, suddenly, you all feel the waft of a scent you've smelled before. Imagine it's the perfect smell. It triggers every wonderful memory in your life, and suddenly you're at complete and total ease.
I fire.
Except Oda, who's still in the throne room.
Yeah, everyone in the room with him. You feel
I
complete
fire.
and total ease. You fire at him.
Yep.
Okay, let me do a... pull out your weapon and... Alright. Give me a shot on this guy. Yeah. You shoot this guy right in the chest. And he plops down dead at the table. Whew. There is a scorch mark in the back of the chair. He is super dead.
I guess that's how you end a crime syndicate.
Yeah. That could be
Oda
how
yells,
that could be how this will turn out. That could be how this
shakes
turns
his
out.
head, trying to get his head clear. And looks
Oda
at
yells from the
Twilight
throne
girl.
room, "Is everything all right?"
ULAGO ignores Oda in the background. He looks at the Twilight girl. He says,
She
"Transfer the credits."
screams so loudly, like
Transfer the
ludicrously,
credits
like
to
you know,
us.
like movie horror, like ah! She goes nuts and runs as fast as she
doesn't.
can.
Nope, I'm gonna chase after her.
I mean, I'm in the doorway.
Okay.
Where's she going?
She's gonna try and get past you. Are you gonna
Oh.
grab her?
Not happening.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, it's
both
not
right here. Like,
All
we're
right,
both
give me both. Give me let's do brawl rolls. See if you can catch this girl. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
DAEYO, you grab her. What do you do with your force? What do you do with your triumph?
Oh man. ULAGO, what should I do? I feel like I'd want as he was saying, like we'd want her to transfer the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you could.
Hand her a
Yeah.
data pad. Tell her to transfer.
Yeah. I take the data pad and I put it in her face and I'm like, you're gonna transfer the credits back to us. And we're
Yes,
gonna
the
let you
contract's
live.
void.
Yeah, she looks at the paperwork and it's like I can't do this. Only a member of the Black Sun can. I'm just a slave.
Okay, where's his
You know-
ship? Because I know he's got one somewhere.
There. She points down this long hallway that's along the way of where you went to go to the Bacta and all that stuff. And she points down at the very, very end. You see another double set of doors.
But if his body's still warm and he just needs to sign, does she know his signature? We could just get her to sign for him using his hand. Or I could cut off a finger.
I mean, you feel free to take care of that. I'm gonna go check on this ship. I head towards the door she pointed to.
Sure. You continue down the pathway towards this big, giant, like, open area. And you see these double doors, and you decide to go through them. Is that your plan?
Just open them. Yeah.
You go through these doors, and as you open them, I'm going to switch this to light side. As you open them, you see a giant landing area sort of jutting out from the side of a cliff. It's clear that this was sort of the back door entrance to get into here. And the cliff is 1,000 feet off the ground. It's very, very high. And floating there on the edge is a Black Sun cruiser. It is very similar to the Gazanti class cruiser that you landed in originally, except it's not fitted for the Empire. It is a modified Black Sun frigate, and it has many, many weapons, and all of those many, many weapons are pointing right towards you, sir. And as you walk through, the young Twi'lek girl screams at the top of her lungs and runs towards the ship.
Wait, the one that I'm next to screams.
Oh, I thought
Or
that she had led him.
No.
No,
he's
no,
with
I
me.
went on my own.
Oh. Then you're fine. Then you just walk there, and there's just a ship pointing weapons right at you.
I was about to tackle her to the ground. I'm just saying.
No, I thought that she had guided him.
At this point now, Oda realizes something must be going on. So she tries to like wrap something around her face to keep any of the yuckies out. And then she goes looking for them.
Sure. You immediately find DAEYO holding a young Twi'lek girl as tightly as humanly possible, and across the room.
DAEYO, we said
a-
not again.
Across the room is the dead body of Prince Sinkat.
Him too?
No, I didn't do that one. That one was ULAGO, and this one's not getting away until she signs in his fingers. Nope, that's not how I meant to say it, but you know what I'm saying. Get his signature on the damn data pad to transfer the credits back to us that he tried to
And
rip
she
us
keeps
off.
telling you, like, that's not how it works. That's not
Okay,
how
tell
it
me-
works.
Well, then tell me how it works.
Only another member of the Black Sun can do this. I am just a slave.
Okay, and how are
Well-
they gonna? I thought it just required a signature.
What year do you think this is? We're not the old Republic, lady.
Can I start choking her?
Yeah, you can definitely do
I
that.
love our light-sided Jedi group, by the way. Just want to throw out there that
Yeah. Do you start choking her?
I start choking her.
Oda's
Yeah,
like,
Oda, and
DAEYO! And she tries to stop
I
him.
like put my hand up as I'm choking her to like keep her back. Like, nope, this is not one you want to interfere in.
how are you trying to stop her, Oda? Are you actually trying to stop her, or are you just
Yeah.
like feigning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
all right.
actively-
Give me your.
But I picture that she said she like stiff armed me, and Oda's definitely a lot smaller than DAEYO, so I'm envisioning the like stiff arm to the head thing.
Sure. Yeah, DAEYO, you begin to choke this girl, and she like pleads with you with her eyes. Like she does not know. She simply doesn't know. You can see it in
Okay.
her eyes. You've tortured
So
people
without
before.
perception, I can see that she's not lying.
You are literally choking a slave girl. A woman who has been victimized her entire life, and you're just doing it to her again. She is like looking at you in
She
the
could still
eyes,
be
like
lying. She could still be lying. I'm just saying.
you can perceive if you want. You can do that.
Okay, no, I mean, if you said I can see it in her eyes, then I'm gonna let go.
Yeah.
Let her breathe
Sure.
again. Take the data
falls to the
pad
ground.
away.
She falls to the ground and like begins to cry.
Oda comforts her and looks
She
accusingly at DAEYO.
She
don't
pushes
even
you
buy-
away. She pushes you away and runs over to her dead master and begins to hold him.
Can I walk over, pick her up off of him, turn her around, and say, "You need to get out of here," and then push her towards the door? Not the one that
you-
leads to the ship.
You can definitely try, but
I'm gonna try.
she doesn't seem too happy with you.
I
Yeah,
don't
give
care.
me
I
a
don't
athletics check to see if you can do all this.
Okay.
Yeah, you lift her up and you say go, and she just kind of looks back at you and says, "What have you done?" And just runs.
Then I close the door and lock it so she can't come back in.
May the force be with you.
Oh wait, no. Then I open it again and I go, "Did you bring our credits in, by the way, Oda? Are they just chilling out there?
No.
We should probably go get them.
Should I have?
We should probably go get them.
Yeah, why where are all the rest of them? I only
Yeah, well-
counted about 150,000.
We'll get to that, but we need to go get ULAGO, so we should go get the credits and bring them in here, so that way, you know, they don't end up disappearing as well. So
All right.
I'm gonna walk back out and basically, as the Twi'lek girl's running, I'm basically following her, like if she stops, but I'm not actually
Stop
following her.
terrorizing that poor woman.
I'm just walking. I'm going towards the credits.
I know
I'm
that
not...
something's wee-woo with your brain and all the pheromones, but you're acting very unkindly.
I don't
She
say
just
anything. I
runs.
just walk towards the credit.
This girl is terrified. You are. Until today, she had not witnessed such brutality. She worked for a guy who was like a bad dude. So yeah, she ran. She is
What are you talking about? I'm
terrified
a
for her
nice
life.
person. I could have killed her too, just like her master.
You could have, but she ran. She's very scared. Yeah, your 150,000 are still sitting there.
I'm gonna try to pick him up and bring him into the room.
How big
Yes,
is 150,000 credits? Can we carry it?
Very big, to the point where you would have to take the whole drawer and you have to hold it with both hands. So whoever's carrying it, that's all they can do.
Well, I would
I'm
carry
not
it.
really
this.
the carrying type.
I'll carry it.
All right. What are you doing, PR3? What is
I
happening?
was gonna
with you
say
right
I
now?
could carry it. I like don't do combat. You may as well give it to me.
You've watched
yeah,
all
yeah,
this happen. You've watched people
Yeah.
like murder each other.
Uh-huh.
What is your plan?
What is my plan?
Yeah, what
I
do
mean,
you
it
wanna
didn't
do?
phase me. I worked for a jerk, so it didn't phase me. But yeah, I volunteer to carry the credits because that's like my job.
Okay. Did you let him, Dio?
Oh yeah. I like hold it out to him. I'm like, okay, well we need to go find ULAGO now.
What do you do with your little tiny box, PR3?
Put it in with the credits.
Okay.
That's it nicely on top.
Yeah.
Sure. So PR3 is now carrying this very heavy sort of drawer of 150,000 credits. Meanwhile, ULAGO, you're standing in the entryway of this landing platform, and on the edge of it, the far edge, is a Black Sun Galanti class cruiser.
So,
just
I mean,
like there.
ULAGO knows there's no way they know what's gone down. Like,
Sure.
So I'm gonna. He's the whole time he's been approaching the ship. He's got his gun raised in the air, just like obviously, no ill intent.
Sure.
With every intention of deceiving them when they come out. So
Yeah. As you do, the boarding ramp lowers, and 3 members of the Black Sun come down. 2 of them are masked. One of them is another Faline, and he approaches you and is like, "Where's the boss?"
oh, he's inside. He asked me to tell you guys to come collect the last of the credits. We struck a deal up, so we'll be leaving with you.
Okay. And where's the girl?
We'll go
You know, the blue one.
with your boss.
Now, why would she be with him?
Oh, the rest of my colleagues are obviously still over there, so she's doing her thing.
She agreed to come with us?
No, we're coming with you.
Is the
I don't know what
Twilight
she's
blue?
doing. I don't care.
He looks around and is like, "Wait a minute. Us? It's just you out here, pal."
Oh, you're talking about my companion.
Who? What? No. If you're getting on, get on, or not. I don't know what the hell's going on with yous, but
I'm
we gotta
getting
go.
on.
All right, then get on.
All right.
All right. And
Let
he
the
looks
credit.
at you. He's like, "Okay then. All right, then get on." And he
All right,
looks at
we'll
you
go
and
get
sort
the
of
credits
turns
then.
away. No, get on board the ship.
I'm getting on. He asked me to tell you to get the credits. I'm gonna use a light side for this.
Sure. I will upgrade you now. Go for it. Are you trying to leadership him or convince him?
Yeah, I'm trying
Or
to convince
deceive
him that I'm a messenger here. He needs to go pick up those credits from the throne room.
Sure. Okay. Give me a roll. Let's see.
What am I using? Negotiation?
I think probably deception
Cool.
for this.
Okay.
Yeah. You fail to deceive him into leaving, but something else happens. What happens?
He has a brain embolism.
He falls over dead immediately.
Rocks fall,
There's-
everyone dies.
I'm speaking to one guy, but there's 3, right?
Yes, there are 2 guys behind him. You know, 2 low-level thugs that have like masks.
As I'm talking to him, there's a conversation taking place between the other 2 about how there's a bunch of credits left in the throne room, and
okay,
we overhear them talking about this.
Sure. And he's like, wait a minute. You want to leave without your credits? I don't understand this.
I got swindled. You understand it perfectly well.
No,
now I just want to get the hell out of here.
You didn't get swindled. You were dealt with.
It's one way of putting it, and I'm not very happy about it, but it is what it is.
Look at my job. I'm a security guard. Come on, man. We all have bad days.
You gotta better me. You want me to say it? You want me to make you feel better? There you go. All right.
All right, then. Okay. Go back, get your credits, come back. We'll be here. Tell the boss we should be leaving. The Empire's going crazy. Something happened at the prison.
All right. I'll be right there.
Okay. And he, like, looks at the other guys and he's like, wrap it up. And then they go back up the ramp.
Okay. Cool. I head back towards the doors.
Yeah, and on the other side of the doors, coming down the hallway, are DAEYO, Oda, and PR-3 carrying a chest, wobbling with a chest of credits.
I immediately close the doors behind me so that the sight lines don't meet.
Okay, yeah. The 4 of you are alone in this hallway.
Okay, so there's a ship. It's waiting for us. There's 3 guys on the ship. Oda, gonna want you to plug your ears for this little part.
I put my hands around her ears if she doesn't stop me. Like
she's like
they're expecting us to bring the credits. I've already had that conversation, so this part's gonna go fine. But they are waiting for their boss, so we're probably gonna have to deal with them if we want the ship. Cool?
I got it, yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
And plug our ears.
Sure.
What is going on?
You can be moral support.
Well, we've got a ship waiting for us, Oda. I just need you to not mention anything that's just transpired in the last hour or so.
At all.
And why do I seem to be in the dock?
I finally pat her on the back and I'm like, you're too nice. And I walk past her.
I'm not nice. She's following. I'm a smuggler just the same as you. She's just babbling. It's not important. She's just being indignant.
As the group of you begin to walk away, there is a buzz on your communications device. Someone is attempting to call in to you.
Hello?
Hello. I'm looking for...
Could you speak up?
I'm
Who
looking...
is it?
for DAEYO FANG.
Who's calling?
She knows. Please, put me through.
DAEYO, someone says that you know who's calling. They're calling for you. I'm muting.
Did you get a name?
No, they said you'd know who it was. Is it a telemarketer?
I'm so debating saying yes, but no. I grab the phone. Thanks, I'll take this. And I walk away a little bit. Probably back into the room where there's the dead guy. And then I unmute and I'm like, hello?
Hello, dear. Where are you at right now?
Are you gonna ask me what I'm wearing next?
We both know you're wearing the armor I gave you.
Is there something you want?
In fact, there is. I believe there's a young Feline prince where you're at. I need you to get him to sign something for me.
Is this the guy that we just killed?
Are you asking out of character?
Out of character, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That might be a little difficult.
Difficult.
You see, he's indisposed, I think. If it's the man I'm thinking of, he might be a little indisposed right now. Definitely.
You killed him already, didn't you?
Well, actually, I didn't. Someone that I have no idea how I ended up with them, but they did.
He sort of has like a chuckle, like a chuckle, and you can hear him talking to someone else. And he pings back onto the comms, and he's like, "Well, things will have changed then, haven't they? How much money does he have?"
I honestly don't even know at this point. I'd have to probably connect with one of his crew members that are still aboard his ship that I'm about to go onto.
And how much do you think he has?
Probably around 2 million.
Well, you just became so much more valuable, dear. Here's the deal. Deliver all 2 million credits to us, and we'll wipe some of your slate clean.
I just hang up.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Do you go back in with the rest of them?
Yeah, I do. I don't look happy either.
Yeah.
I handed the device back to Oda, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Who was it?
It was just my dad. Just keep walking.
That's very nice.
No,
Staying in
it's
touch
not.
with your father.
No, it's not nice. No. No one ever wants
You
to
seem
talk.
pissed off. I like that because we're going to need it in about 2 minutes. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Yes, I'm very edgy, and I know that there might be trouble, and we'll have to do something about it. And I'm
Just
not
stay behind us,
very
Oda,
much
okay?
about that.
Oh my God.
We approach the ship.
Okay. You open the doors and once again are back out on the platform, and the ship is in front of you. The ramp is up.
Okay.
What do you do?
Keep walking. We've got the credits with us.
Yeah. The group of you walk towards the ship holding the credits. The ramp comes down again, and the guard walks down with his 2 friends, and he's like, "All right, jeez, you guys take forever."
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, come on, get on board. And he like looks at you and he's like, "Where's the boss?"
Oh, it's just coming.
"Oh, well, all right." And he sort of like walks back up the ramp.
Okay. We all just get on the ship, no hassle?
Are you going to walk onto the ship?
Yeah.
Sure. You walk onto the ship, and he points to one of the many cabin rooms. And he's like, "You can sit in there till we figure out where the hell we're gonna go."
Where do you want this? And I kind of thumb towards PR-3, who's mucho credits.
He looks at you in the credits, and he's like, "I don't know. I assume it's yours? No one tells me anything."
Well, it's his. I take the red box off of the stack.
Sure.
It's his, actually. Like you said, dealt with.
Oh, okay then. And he signals to his 2 friends, and they come and grab it and like take it out of the room. And the 4 of you are just left in a pretty plush passenger's cabin aboard this ship.
Okay, so it's just us and him?
No, there's no one else there. They like left. They were like, "All right, sit here while we go wait for the boss to get back," and they just like left.
Cool. Well, we're on the ship.
Can I sit in the piloting seat and take off?
You would have to see how many actual people are on the ship. You only know of 3 at the moment,
Oh.
but one
Yeah.
would assume there are pilots. You're like not even remotely close to the actual bridge right now.
Oh, okay.
Let's just let's do a little recon, shall we?
Sounds good.
Sure.
Like a walk
How
around
would you like
ship?
to go about doing that?
I mean, I'm just gonna walk around.
You're just gonna walk out the main entrance of this cabin?
Why not?
PR3, you think you
There's a
could
panel nearby that I could plug into and get information from.
you could,
There definitely is a panel nearby. Yes.
Wow.
I
walk somewhere,
walk
PR3.
out, and then I see PR3 like go do the sticky thing, and I'm like, oh.
DAEYO, what are you doing?
I was just gonna go do a little recon. Okay? You know
We have
what?
a droid.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Crazy enough, this system is scrambled, and when you try to access it, it shuts you out completely, and it blacks the screen. It's completely empty. It's like, just an empty black screen now.
There is an incredible amount of security on their system.
What good are you? He looks at PR3.
And
then he walks out there.
Incredibly downtrodden.
Yeah, you walk out the room, and right where you exit from is sort of a sabacc table, and around it are 6 guards, and they sort of just look at you, and one of them's like, "Can I help yous?"
No.
I'm not doing the talking.
All right, then get back in. Wait till the boss gets here.
Oda pops out. No! Who's going to make us? We're an edgy crew.
Actually, no. Then I put my hand on her shoulder, and I'm like, wait, didn't you ask for some calf and they didn't bring it?
I did.
Use
And
a
if I
light
don't
side.
get my calf, who knows what I could be held responsible for.
Oh, Miss Edgy over here, and all the guards laugh at you. They're like, "Gotta get a calf."
You better do just that, or who knows what kind of cranky mistakes we might make.
You
big are
don't
these
get
guys?
nothing unless the boss says you get something.
The boss
Be
said,
clear. Not to me, little lady.
Man,
I look at
Dio.
Daeyo.
ULAGO
I'm
throws his
so
hands up
ready.
and heads back towards the cabin.
Okay.
And he kind of
What
like
about the
gestures
rest
the
of
group
you?
to come in.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
we were edgy. I thought it was
Oh, you're
going to
not
get
very-
messy.
Don't worry, we'll
Listen.
work on it for you.
Eventually, they're gonna have to go check on the boss because he's not coming. So, that'll be our chance. There'll be less crew. We'll do our thing.
That is smart.
Okay. The group of you, how long do you intend to wait?
I think ULAGO's gonna kind of hang on the cabin door frame, kind of arms folded,
Okay.
kind of just eyeball the hallway, and basically wait until they go to check on the boss.
Sure. Is there anything the 4 of you want to do while you're waiting? Now that you have this
Check your
time
Twitter
where
DM.
nothing is going on.
Check your DM.
Yeah, what do you want to do? What do you want? Twitter DM? Is that what you
Yes.
said?
Yes, check
Twitter-
your Twitter DMs. No, you.
She DM'd you.
I DM'd
Oh,
you.
I was like, what?
I'm gonna check Twitter in Star Wars.
I'm
No.
just so not used to people DMing me.
PR3 is probably a good
Uh,
opportunity for you to just take as much time as you need to try and hack into their computers.
I guess so.
You are locked out of computers in that room, PR3.
Oh, but
You could try from a different room, but in that room you're locked out. The screen went black. It was like, someone's
Can
trying to
I
hack me.
Can I get to a different room without passing by anyone?
No, you would literally have to just walk out the room, and those guys are like, go back in that room.
Duh.
6 of them, right?
There were 6 outside. None of them were the 3 that you saw.
You know what?
It's almost
Actually,
like they were
got a
politely
plan.
put there to guard you. If you know what I am saying. Wink.
I'm gonna.
Um,
Okay. Hold on, everybody. Here's the deal. Is there anything in the room, by the way? Like anything big that I can throw?
You can throw? No, you're in a very plush. Even the chairs are beanbags. You're in a very plush, kind of. If this wasn't a place for 4 guests, it's not a cell. It's like a guest cabin, but it's you know, it's this guy. It's the prince, and he's sort of like a perv. So it's
Nah,
kind of
okay,
like
so-
almost sexy, but like a little awkward. Yeah.
I pick up the shelf or whatever of credits and I hold it. I'm like, okay, Oda, I'm gonna drop this, and when it crashes, you're gonna scream as loud as you can.
Okay.
Hopefully, we get some of them in here to check out what's going on and so on and so forth. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, I need
Well,
2 rolls.
before
from
you do that, I got a better
What?
idea.
What? Are you gonna scream too? We're gonna scream?
Elago walks out into the hallway and he goes, "We gotta get going. Where's your boss?"
I'm still holding it above my head.
I'm gonna use the light side for this.
Okay.
Where's your boss?
Yeah, this is gonna be, I think, coercion. Maybe, probably is this roll. Let me see. What would this be?
All right.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, coerce them, if you would.
I shall.
Oh, actually, don't. Hold on. Now do it. Wait, hold on. Don't.
Okay.
Well, that's fine.
Did you light side upgrade me? You did not.
I did, and then undid it for some stupid reason. Try it one more time.
Okay. Bam.
Okay. Yeah, you. They look at you and they're like, "And what do you want us to do about it? Go get him or something?"
Man, it's been a while. You sure he's all right?
It has been a while. And one of them puts down his sabacc cards and he's like, "Oh God, rich people, am I right?" And he like goes and leaves the room, and you hear talking down the hallway, and he comes back with 2 more guys. And he's like, "All right, let's go find a boss." And 3 of the guys get up and leave with him. So now
Nice.
2 men sitting there.
Okay. Elago like leans back into the doorway and then gives them a thumb up to do
Sure.
whatever they want to do.
And then
The
that's when
clock
I
is now
immediately,
ticking.
and then I immediately just drop it, and you just hear him go crashing to the ground at my feet.
Sure. I need 2 rolls. I need 1 roll that is an athletics check to see you tossing it down. And I need 1 roll that is a you. Jeez.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, you slam it down with force. What is your triumph there? What do you get out of the throw? And then I
It's
need
so
a
loud,
roll.
it has to attract the attention of all of them.
Sure. So everyone on the ship hears this.
No, not all.
Noise.
Everyone, like the guys outside.
Both of them hear the noise. Yes, you're absolutely
Yeah,
correct.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then for the scream, Oda, I need you to roll a something that would, a deception check, something that would deceive them. Yes, it
hurts
works.
my vocal cords a little, but it works.
The 2 of them enter the room. Like, what happened? What's going on in here? By the way, all guards and goons sound the exact same. They're all,
yes.
Yeah.
like, "Oh, jeez, what's going on in here?" Bobbidi-boo. They like run in the
If they're
room.
distracted enough, can I start shuffling towards the cockpit?
They are very distracted. Yes, but you would still
Alright.
have to do a roll to see if you can just walk by them.
Okay.
This would 100% probably be a stealth roll.
Oh God, help me.
You've done it before.
I rolled it.
I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, no, you can't. They're literally blocking the door. They're 2 beefy
Ah.
dudes just standing in the doorway, so you just can't make it through.
Have they
You
walked
like
past me into the room?
Like, excuse me.
They will eventually, but they're just in the doorway. When you make that roll, PR3, they're just like standing in the door, like, "What happened?"
And I wait for my moment.
Elago looks at Oda like to ham it up. Come on.
I throw myself at one of the guards. I wrap my arms around their neck. She, and I just start screaming and babbling and crying as though I'm asking to be protected.
The 2
And
of
I'm
them
just
look at
sitting
each
there.
other, and one of them sort of like Voldemort pats you on the back, like he doesn't understand emotion or kindness, and especially from other sentients. And he's like, they're there. And he like looks at the other guy, and they're like, "Oh boy," and they sort of walk into the room a little bit.
I'm trying to just pull them closer and closer to DAEYO.
Yeah, they follow along. You've deceived them to the point where they're like, please make this person stop. Whatever this is, it needs to stop.
I go dead weight on the one who I had my arms around, like just completely put my weight on them, and in an effort to seem like I lost my balance, but also pull him to the ground.
Give me a athletics check. See if you can do this. Nope. You are very, very light. You are featherweight.
However,
he's a big, beefy dude. You go light, and he's just like, okay.
But let's see. With 4 advantage, I want to give all of those to DAEYO, because I'm trying to set DAEYO up for whatever she's gonna do with these 2 guys.
Cool. I'm gonna take the guy that's not currently wrapped around in her arms, and I'm gonna try and strangle him.
Jeez.
Girl, you got issues with necks. Okay.
I'm gonna bite his neck. I was waiting for it.
I'm going to bite his neck off.
Like I want to
bite
get
him
him
in
in
the
a chokehold.
fucking
I don't want
neck.
to kill him. I just want to like subdue him.
I'm gonna put him in a chokehold with my teeth.
No.
I can't. I feel somewhere deep down inside of you, Oda. We'll deal with this in a minute. Yeah, Oda, are you gonna let her choke this guy?
I'm clearly just trying to subdue him. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm edgy.
It's a sleeper hold. It's
and
called a
I
sleeper hold.
Thank
yeah,
you.
I
sleep
understand
well.
sometimes these things are necessary for the team's survival, you know?
Sure. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna write that down. Sometimes necessary for team survival. That'll work out great for you.
It's
That'll-
the many.
Called out, you know?
That'll work
gotta
great for
prove
you. It'll be
hey.
fine. That 100% won't come back to bite you in the ass later. Trust me. You'll be fine. The Force is lenient when it comes to things like these. It'll be
Look.
all right.
Remember how I'm supposed to be someone who's not fully Force trained? This is one
I
of
get
those
it.
ways that maybe her weakness shows when someone's
She
like,
picked the wrong
you
team
can't
if she wants to
hang.
be good. She picked the wrong people to be good.
So yeah, you give me a brawl. Knock this guy out if you can. Nope, you reach for
Wow.
him and he looks at you and pushes you away. He's like, "What are you doing?" And the other guy drops you, Oda. The other guy just drops you to the ground.
At this point,
Okay.
I'd like to just shoot them in the back. I tried to let them do this in a non-lethal way, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a shot. I can't believe it. Yeah, you blast this guy right in the back, and because he's a lame minion, he falls over dead. And his friend standing next to Oda is like, "What?" and goes to pull out his gun. Anyone else want to take a shot before we?
I'm gonna take out my gun and I'm gonna try and hit him with it over the head.
Do you have a quick draw? Because he would shoot before you if you.
Can I?
don't.
Do I not have a quick?
I think I have quick draw.
I know you do.
Okay.
I
if she
wanna-
has it, then-
I want to just disarm him. Like if I'm on the ground, I want to just kick the gun out of his hand while he pulls it out.
All right, yeah, I'll let you do a brawl check on him to see if you knock the gun out of his hand.
I'll use my advantage to give a blue dice to her. We'll check.
Great. There you go. You have a blue die. Go
Oops,
nuts. See
I
if you can.
double clicked. It's just the first one.
Okay, yeah. You strain to knock it out of his hand. It's almost like maybe deep down inside you don't want more people to die.
It's almost as if that's true.
And he looks down at you, and it's like, "Ugh," and he raises his hands up above his head.
I knock him out anyway with my
Oh,
gun.
but he would have been our pilot.
Damn.
No, he wouldn't
Yeah.
have.
She knocks
I
him
can
out.
pilot.
Drop.
Everyone
I knock
tells
him
me
out.
they
I
can't
didn't
pilot,
kill
and
him.
then when we're on a
I
ship and there's
said-
someone to kill.
I said I knocked him out. I didn't kill him. He's still alive. He's just
Well,
subdued.
he's going to be more angry now.
Good.
ULAGO nods towards PR-3, and then nods towards out of the cabin.
Yeah.
At last, I
The
was waiting for you to blast them for 30 minutes. We knew it was going to happen.
I try not to kill everyone I meet.
I haven't noticed.
The group of you are now free to roam this ship.
Okay, let's go.
Can I tie up the guy that I knocked out?
Sure.
I'm gonna
He's
tie
not
him
gonna
up
put up
first,
any.
and then I'm
Yeah, he
gonna
won't put up any fight.
I'm gonna sit him on one of these bean bags that's probably been used a lot of times for things I don't want to know. Make it look like he's
Sure.
just snoozing.
Tied up and snoozing. It's happened on that beanbag before.
Yeah.
So he is passed out on this beanbag. Yeah.
So are we
What's the
leaving
plan?
now?
Our plan is to
Yeah,
take the ship. We
the
need
plan
to
is-
eyeball how many people are still on board. We need to make
Yeah.
sure the 3 that are off don't get back on, and we need to get PR3 to the cockpit. With me, I can fly this thing.
Can
In
I
the
sense how
cockpit,
many
I can
people are
activate
gone?
the turret system.
You can try and sense, yes, but you've already used your force point, so you can't use it that way.
I only do it once per show. Is that how it works?
For the ability that
that-
you just used, yeah.
Okay.
For a freebie,
It's per rest, right?
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Never mind. Then I don't have any idea.
You'll get more force points as you get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll
just keep
just
an eye
help
out.
look
We gotta
then.
make sure we get him to the cockpit. Then we'll be
Yeah,
good.
let's scan the area.
Yeah, PR3 can do a scan if you can get to another terminal and actually access it and not fail completely.
Yeah, I said in the cockpit I would go for the turrets. So we could do
Okay.
all kinds of things there, I think.
So you're going to make your way to the cockpit is the plan?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Okay. As you move down the corridor to this ship, it's very familiar to the one you were on earlier, except instead of, the barely their Imperial style, this one it's a gaudy ship. The inside of it is gold and black, and there's trim on everything, and every seat has filigree. It just is too much. It definitely seems like it's from another time. Definitely Old Republic style. And the group of you move towards the cockpit, and the almost golden doors open, and inside are 2 droids sitting at the cockpit.
Oh.
Greetings, I am PR3. What is your designation?
The droids seem to ignore you. They do not respond.
They are idiots.
They won't
could
talk
be.
to you. Can you like hack into them or anything?
I mean, you recognize them. They just don't talk to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you recognize them FA4 droids. They're FA4 pilot droids.
How much sentience do they have?
I mean, the best example is the same type that was Lando's droid in Solo. The one who was like very sassy.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they have sentience.
Plenty
they,
then.
These just don't talk to you.
Are they are they in my seat or?
They're in the only 2 seats that are in the cockpit.
Well, excuse
So-
me.
yeah.
Would you please take off?
One of them swivels its head back at you and sort of turns and looks at you and says, "Is that affirmative?"
Yes, affirmative.
Understood. And begins to type in like boop boop beep boop 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 boop. And
See?
the ship you hear the engines turn on, and the whatever was docking it to the side of this docking bay area has been unclamped.
Easy as pie. Sometimes all it takes is a nice little polite request. So we don't have to shoot so many people now, do we?
I'm sure we're gonna have to shoot more.
No, she's
Excellent.
right.
Where-
We should shoot less.
Where should we go?
Can I roll like a underworld to see? Well, to see where we could go, where I think that we could like lose some heat.
PR3,
I think this would be.
What are those coordinates?
I think this would be
Yeah.
2 rolls for you. I think it'd be. You would have to, 1, figure out a system that could be good to go to, and then in that system where you could go to deal with that, to deal with the heat that's on you. So you probably have to roll once for a system and then roll once again for. So I think it would be a probably you would do knowledge outer rim, and then knowledge knowledge outer rim, and then do I don't know, maybe knowledge underworld. See if you can figure it out. All right, yes, and give me a knowledge underworld, please. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, while you Okay, good. So, yeah, immediately where you're at, you know that near this planet, the closest place would be going to the the Kafren asteroid belt, which is in the Than sector. It is home to something called the Ring of Kafren, and it is a place where you can get lots of whatever it is you need. It is a city built into 2 asteroids floating in space, but the city can get you whatever you're looking for. But if you want the best place you can go, it might not be the safest, and that would be Nar Shaddaa. But it's a little further and could end up badly for you.
I choose the safe for
Because,
one.
all right.
Well, I guess why was one the best if it was not the safest?
Nar Shaddaa is literally the place if you are a scummy underlord person. If you are, it is run by the Hutts. You can get whatever you're looking for. You're looking for slaves. You're looking for whatever. You can get it there. You want a ship that's unmarked, you can get it there. You can get anything there, but it's also extremely dangerous. And you just killed one of the top 3 members of the Black Sun. So maybe not the safest choice.
So what can I not get at the asteroid city?
You don't know. You just know that you can get anything at Nar Shaddaa. At Kafrene, who knows? But
I
you know that
suggest
you
we
can get
go-
stuff there.
Kafrene is what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
I say to Kafrene, please.
Excellent. Boop, boop, boop. They punch in the numbers, and the ship begins to lift off. Back on the platform, you see a group of Falleen soldiers and guards with like the masks on run back, firing their blasters at the ship. The blaster fire on a ship does nothing. It does nothing at all. And the ship begins to exit the atmosphere. And as you head towards space, you see in the distance the Imperial cruiser you saw when you landed your ship originally. And it begins to turn its direction towards you.
Please transmit our identification to the Imperial authorities so that we can proceed without conflict.
Okay. Try and do a computer check for me,
Skullduggery.
please.
Oh, that would
Yeah,
totally be
Skullduggery would
Skullduggery.
Yeah, give me a roll. Let's see if you can pull this off. Yeah, the transmission goes through, but the ship still approaches.
I look at the droids. Now, what have you done?
Nothing. We have transmitted as requested. And over the loudspeaker, you hear the voice of... What is his name? I like how I scroll down 2 names and it says Captain TIE Fighter. I'm like,
That's me.
Yeah, Captain Alder is the guy on the Imperial cruiser, and he comes over to the loudspeaker and he's like, "Attention, Black Sun vessel. Your authorization to leave has been declined by order of the Empire."
Why?
Who am I talking to? This is not the prince.
I'm gonna
It's
cover up Oda's mouth and let PR3. I'm gonna like nudge PR3 and be like, "You should probably answer this."
I am the communication droid assigned to this vessel. What is the reason we are being detained?
Good, an Imperial droid. Of course. You're being detained because of a prison break.
And what does that have to do with us?
Any ship leaving this planet could be, in some way, although minor, associated.
Does the Black Sun ever do business with the Empire? Like
Yes.
one hand watches the
Very
other?
much, yes. Yes.
Hmm.
It's almost
Well,
like
how
had
do you guys
that role
wanna proceed,
worked,
then?
they would have been like, "Very well, proceed." It's almost like they've
Yeah.
been like, "Hello, friend," but it failed.
Well, you could let them know that we're on Empire business, and they should let us through.
Yeah.
We are currently on Imperial business and should not be detained, lest it affect your status.
Imperial business is your detention. All we require is a quick check to make sure there are no escapees on board. A simple boarding procedure.
We do not have time for a simple boarding procedure, and I assure you this mission supersedes your authority.
Mission code, please.
Well,
That's a good
goddamn
time
it!
to-
Everyone's always has to be all official with their codes and their checking stuff.
It's bureaucracy.
No,
Don't
I
blame
know
me.
This
it,
is
but
where-
I'm still gonna decry it.
Like, this is where you use a light side point and you make a fucking code up and then you win.
All right, fine.
All right, I'll give you the upgrade. Yeah, lie to these guys. Give me. What are you gonna roll for this?
Oh, good God. I guess it would be like
I was
deception.
I was gonna say that you could like hack into the computer and actually find a mission, maybe. So that would be your computers, which you're good at, right? Usually.
One or the other, I guess. Well, I mean, I have 3 green diamonds in it, but no points, so I don't know if that's good.
That's pretty
I
good
mean-
if you use the light side, because
Yeah, you get an upgrade, so we'll
Alright.
turn 1 to a yellow.
Yeah.
All right. But I'm just saying with deception, I have 1 yellow and 2 green and a point.
Oh, then that might be better then, right?
Yeah, you
yeah.
can try to deceive. Question:
Yeah.
When we were in that room,
Yeah.
who was the one who saw Oda open or cut the door? Like cut through the wall?
Oh,
Oh, it was
Both
PR3.
PR3 and
PR3 saw it, and then he told me about it, or told us about it.
All right.
and then Daeyo
Wait,
didn't
who
ask
told what,
any
where?
questions.
Yeah, I
You
just
saw her use her lightsaber, and you figured out
I
she
didn't
was
tell
No, he
anyone
didn't.
about it. I
He
talked
didn't
to her
You didn't
alone.
tell
me.
anyone.
Oh,
I didn't
No,
tell
he
anyone.
didn't
You
see
guys
me
don't
use
know
the
nothing.
lightsaber. He just determined that the lightsaber was what made the cut,
I
and then
didn't-
told
yeah.
those random
Oh, you
Imperial
didn't tell
people.
I was like, a
What?
lightsaber.
Yeah, he
did
did tell
that.
the random Imperials. That's right. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, roll deception. I think
Right.
this is perfect.
All right, fine.
Yeah. It causes a little bit of strain, but you create a code that signifies one important thing. On board this ship is the person that they've been looking for this entire time, and you're delivering this prize directly to Coruscant itself. And so that's why you cannot be boarded and looked at,
Of course.
because you know you have the one thing they're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you send that off to them, and The captain sort of scoffs and says, "Oh, well, I was unaware. Has she given you any trouble?"
No trouble. We have the situation well in hand.
Excellent. Well, if the Empire can defeat the Jedi once, I suppose one lone Jedi shouldn't be a problem, eh? And he sort of like, boop, turns the comm off.
Did we hear all that?
Yeah, it was on the loudspeaker.
Oda just kind of like leans back and looks at PR3. What did they mean?
I sort of lean back and look at Oda.
Everyone just
I
leaned
don't
back
know
and looked at everyone else. Like,
I may have told the entirety of the Imperial base that you were a Jedi.
What a ludicrous story! That the idea of me, a Jedi. Oh,
Well, are you?
No. What on? How could that possibly? The Jedi.
I like get
extinct.
really close to her, like to your face. I'm like, are you sure you're not?
ULAGO touches your shoulder, DAEYO, to pull you away, and he says, "Let's go do the rest of the ship. Come on."
All right. And I like back up. I'm
He
like, it doesn't
ends the
matter.
investigation.
Okay.
And leaves the cockpit.
yeah, the group of you leave the cockpit. PR3, are you going with them, or are you staying in the cockpit with the droids?
Hang in the cockpit.
Sure.
Yeah.
The three of you leave and begin to go explore the rest of the ship. And as you look around, you discover that most of the ship is completely empty. The only place where you find anyone is the passed out dude in the cabin you were just in.
Do they have a jail area where you can lock someone
They
up?
do have a jail area, yes. It's not as big and spread out as the one you were in originally, but they have a cell.
No, I got this. I locked down the room and drained it of oxygen.
You killed the guy in there!
No, I'm just
Why is
messing
everyone
around.
killing everyone?
We all have to get our killing in today, okay?
Mm.
I'd say I pick
Monsters.
him up. I pick him
He's
up if he's
XP.
not dead. I pick him up and I'm gonna carry him to the jail just to make Oda happy and not kill
Okay.
him. So
Yeah, you take him to the jail cell and put him inside, and the red laser grid pops up. And he's now on the other side of it, trapped on your ship, which is, I guess, for the moment, technically your ship. You are headed to an asteroid belt on a ship you now control, with a broken chest of 150,000 credits on the ground in a room, and several unexplored rooms.
time to go
It
explore.
must be the rest of the credits must be on his ship.
It must be.
Unless I never got put on here. I just start exploring. I start walking around.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
yeah, we'll just be passively exploring. I don't. You
Yeah.
want to do anything, PR3?
I'm just gonna go into the computer system and see if I see anything interesting.
Okay. Yeah, PR3, give me a computers check. Let's see if you discover anything interesting.
So I still have those coordinates too, from the other ship of where it was headed originally.
You have coordinates for the ship headed as well, but this ship is locked in to not go there.
Oh well then, and there's no way I could ever alter that.
I mean, you could try, but it's two droids against one droid, and so droid math equals you would not be able to take on two droids at once.
Well, I mean, there's been a transference of ownership, so they work for us now.
Has there been? I don't know.
All right. Well, first the computer check for that one thing.
You could also just try and convince the other droids to change the coordinates, right?
All right. So what's your computer check? What did you want there?
Oh, I mean, I was just generally looking for anything interesting in the computer system.
Sure. In the computer system, you discover the following information. This ship originally came from Gamor, which is where the Gamorreans are from, the big pig guys. This ship
Mhm.
originally came from there, and before that, it came from Coruscant itself. It is a small crude ship. It is not Sinkad's flagship. It is just the shuttle he took to come to this planet because he clearly couldn't bring a flagship to this to this place. On board were a total of 12 passengers, guards and personnel and all of that. You took out 2, and then you assume Sinkad and the girl were the other 2, and then there were the 2 droids, and then the rest you assume were soldiers. It notes that it has enough fuel for 5 hyperspace jumps, because fuel is now apparently a thing in Star Wars. So it has enough fuel for 5 hyperspace jumps. And you also know that this ship is not only marked, it is flagged and tracked as one of the main ships of Prince Sinkad, and it is definitely marked as one of his things. So if anyone sees it, they're going to recognize it as being one of his, and you can either use that to your benefit or not.
We definitely have to deal with the tracking part.
And one of the things you also recognize is that this ship is heavily armored and heavily fortified and has lots of weapons. This is a modified ship.
Nice. So anything about secret compartments and storing credits that we weren't going to give to people that we were supposed to pay?
There's nothing about secret compartments, but as you recognize from before, this is an incredibly secure, advanced AI system inside this ship, and so it could just be lying to you. You don't know. But what you do know is that nothing on your initial entry into it says anything about secret compartments.
Okay. I'd like to try
Anything else
to
you
gain
wanna
complete
do?
control. Yes.
All right, you want to gain complete control? Okay.
Complete control.
Give me a roll.
The Hail Mary roll here.
Let's see.
Well,
Nope.
gee.
As you try to delve deeper, it shuts you out completely, and the screen goes black again. And the 2 droids look at you and are like, "What are you doing?"
My fingers.
We've got 4 light
slipped.
side points, by the way.
They look at you and are just like, "Perhaps you should go back into the cabin with your box."
Hmm.
Very well, for now.
Excellent. We will notify you when we arrive.
Anyone
You
back
just go
there?
back.
Yeah.
You walk back with the box in your hands, and the group of you are just sort of in this cabin where they were once playing Sabacc. And
I mean, we're
what now?
exploring the.
No, we were.
ship.
I thought we were exploring the rooms
Yeah.
after putting that guy in jail.
DAEYO and.
Yeah, is
and
there
myself.
any
Okay.
is there any loot on the ship?
I just wanted to go to wherever someone is and tell them that the ship has a tracker on it. That would probably need to be dealt with.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're gonna look for everyone.
I guess
Um,
Oda was staying in the cockpit. I guess she didn't go with them exploring, so you can tell
Okay.
Oda.
Yeah, Oda, you have overheard this whole conversation and watched PR-3 fail dismally to hack into the system. But yeah, there's some sort of tracking device on this ship. It seems like perhaps that should be something you should deal with, and so you immediately like, oh, you can tell
Is
the
it-
others if you can find them wherever they're at.
Is it possible to locate where a tracking device is planted on a ship?
It's possible, yes, but it's hard. It's hard to do that, but it's
Well, if
possible.
you guys,
Without having the computer, having access to the computer, it would be much harder.
And the computers were locked out now, right?
You went to the main computer in the cockpit and it locked you out.
All right. I mean,
I mean, if you have killed people on the ship and we know a little bit about tracking, right? Would that help?
The AI has to have
Maybe.
physical wires going to it, right? Can we cut off its higher, like, whatever functions? It's
I mean, you can. Yes,
I mean,
you can.
We might also find crewmen still. Like, we're still exploring shit and stuff, so we could easily find like a mechanic or something. Slap them.
Look, Jesse, I just want to cut wires and make the AI stupid, not kill us, okay?
I know. I'm saying you
All
can
right.
try. You can roll for
Make
it.
it
You
sound
can
like
also
if I
make it
do,
stupid.
the thing's gonna shit spiral into an asteroid.
It's about a roll, man. If you
right.
roll bad, this ship is gonna fly into a sun. You are in
Okay,
hyperspace
I'm not
right
rolling
now.
for it. I got you. I got you.
You are flying through hyperspace. This could end
Fair.
badly for you.
All right. I'll heed the warning.
Yeah. The rest of you look around the ship, and you see crew quarters, and you see the oxygen life support systems, and you see the water supply system and the weapon areas. One thing you notice is that the armory is empty. It's almost like those guys were wearing everything that was in the armory. And Sinkad's chambers, his own room, you now see where all the luxury and plushness of the throne room have disappeared to. His own chambers, if you remember, the Imperial version of the ship had 3 floors, right? The bottom floor was where the TIE fighters were. The top or the middle floor was sort of a mini hangar with a crew quarters and much stuff. And the top floor was all the prison. This is the middle deck is the cockpit, the area where the guys are playing Sabacc, the room that you were in, and then a long hallway that leads to many stairs that go up. This is sort of like, one of those like windy bits. And then a passage that leads down. Up on the top floor is literally just this guy's room. The entire top floor is this guy's chambers. The downstairs is the prison where you put this guy, and a hatch that leads to, if there was another ship attached to it, a way you could dock with another ship. The top floor is literally just his chambers, and up there is, you can see they moved all the plush stuff back. There are definitely various hookahs and things of that nature, and a cage right next to his bed, which is obviously, at least to you, DAEYO, where that poor Twi'lek girl slept or lived or whatever.
Listen, she's free now, okay?
Any credits?
There are a smattering of credits about. In fact, there are. I'll give you guys the benefit of the doubt here.
I'm looking for the big stash. You know what I'm talking about.
I know. You find 825 credits just strewn about. You can share these with others, Sam, or you can keep them yourself. Whatever you want.
I don't even pick them up. I'm looking for that big 2 milli.
Damn. Yeah, leave 825 credits just hanging around in his room.
I pick them up, and I'm like, oh, I'll remind him later.
All right. I'll say 825 is what you got. All right. 825 credits. You can add that to your character sheet as well, too.
Okay.
You can continue to search the ship, but you've been in every room multiple times. You keep looking, and you still don't see anything that would seem like a secret safe or a hidden compartment that would lead to where these credits would be.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Is there a mechanic droid or anything anywhere?
There are no mechanic droids. You can't even see the maintenance room.
All right.
I mean, there's got to be one.
Certainly.
I would imagine. Maybe PR-3 would know? Maybe we should go back and talk to them.
Already tried.
He did fail.
I know, but we don't know that.
You're right.
We don't. So we would have to go back and find out.
I guess we head
Sure.
back to the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go back to the cockpit and find that, PR-3 and Oda are not, in fact, in the cockpit, but just standing in the room just outside.
Okay.
What do you say?
Can't find the credits.
Neither could I. The AI on this ship is rude.
Rude as
Maybe
in smarter than you,
did you try
or-
asking nicely?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there any way around it at all?
No.
All right. Well, let's ask the droids.
Well, did you find out anything before you got kicked out?
This ship is equipped with identification and a tracker.
Well, that's good to know, I guess.
Probably in the maintenance room.
Right. There's got to be a maintenance room somewhere on this ship. We got to find it.
I go back into the cockpit. Droids.
Sure. Yes.
Oh yeah. I need access to the maintenance room, but I can't seem to find it.
Ah, well, that's because it's not on the map.
I see. Could you assist in helping me locate the maintenance room?
Is maintenance required?
Yes.
In what capacity?
There's low air pressure at the lower cabin.
All
Air
air pressure
pressure.
indices indicate that it is fine, within acceptable parameters.
I know. And now we need to go to the maintenance room because that's incorrect. You don't
I'll
breathe
walk
there,
out of
so
the
you wouldn't know.
cockpit,
But I do
and
breathe there.
I walk out of the cockpit and I look for something to destroy.
There's plenty to destroy. I mean, there's
Something that
lots to
would breathe.
destroy.
Something that would raise the alarms, but not like hurt anyone.
Someone would
I mean,
raise
to be
alarms?
Or not
To be
alarms,
honest,
but
droid, I might just be
something
short of breath,
happening
but
here.
if I can get to the maintenance room, I can confirm that everything is okay.
Ah,
Well,
this
we
way.
could open the passage if required.
It would just be a routine check.
It does not matter that much. And like, boop, boop, boop. And you hear down the hall a door, a panel open.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I leave the cockpit.
Sure.
Find that noise.
Yeah,
I
you
would
Spread
uh,
out. Find that fucking noise.
It's very obvious. It is almost right next to where you were staying at. And inside is a small, almost like janitor-sized closet room. And along all the walls are panels and monitors and space gears and gizmos and tubes and all sorts of things. All of them with little knobs that you can press and move and pull. Very sci-fi-y.
ULAGO does a fancy gesture to PR-3. Perhaps you will find what you're looking for.
Perhaps I will.
Give me a roll, superstar. What do you got? What are you looking for?
Yo, use a point. Use a point.
Yeah, use a light side point. Go for it.
All right.
And what
one
is your
light side
objective
point.
here? You're trying to find. So this is probably going to be a perception. If you can see.
I also
using
want to
your-
find like an override for this AI because
All right. Well,
I
it's
need
two
to be
rolls
master
then.
of my
One at a
domain.
time. First, you need to find a tracker or the AI first,
all right,
whichever
the
you think
tracker
is more
too.
important.
I mean, oh god, without.
Or you can do
pissing it
both at the
off,
same
so-
time. That's gonna be a harder roll.
I feel like
Okay.
the AI opens up more doors for you if you just focus on that.
Yeah, I feel like that. Like we need to be control the AI because the AI is like the master key.
Sure. Use that light side point and roll away. Yeah, you managed to access the terminal that allows you to shut down the AI, preventing people from slicing into the ship.
Okay.
So you now have full access of the ship.
Okay, good. Like permanently.
Yes.
All right, cool. So now I would look for the other thing there, the tracker.
Sure.
We're looking for the tracker, also hidden compartments where the credits might be.
So what are you doing
Yeah,
first?
do, the
And
tracker
do I get to like add the advantage from the dice to this next thing if I need to
Sure,
roll
of
again?
course. Yeah,
Sweet.
I'll give you a blue die.
I thank you, sir.
Go
So what
for
is
it.
it? Computers
Dude,
again?
use another
Checking
light
it.
slide.
Yeah.
Just use them all.
Just use them all. How many do we have?
3.
We got 3 left. You might as well use
Everyone
them.
else cool with that? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Doing that too, if that's all right. All right, super roll. You really want this 2 million so bad. I can hear it in your voice, Sam. All right.
No.
Yeah.
I don't,
Okay.
actually.
So
That's why I gave half of it away.
That's true.
you find out that in fact there is a secret vault aboard this ship, and you know that is in the prince's room, and it is behind his throne. It's if you've pushed the throne forward, there was a stairwell down that leads to a secret vault. But you also find out that the tracking beacon, the minute you took off from the planet, gave your destination to someone. It signaled
we're
off
just gonna have
something.
to swap that destination, I feel.
Yeah, it gave you a sort of like ping, and it sent off a signal, and that is all you know. It gave your last destination.
Our destination has been sent to an unknown party. We should
Oh
disable
no, your
the
last.
tracker.
I'm sorry, your last destination, where you were.
Oh, I thought it was where we were going to fly too. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna put hyperspace tracking in this. It's far too. Oh,
Okay,
the internet would
alright.
be so upset. No,
Well, then
this
who cares?
is
Let them
literally.
rifle through our dust there that we left.
Yeah, this is. They know where you were.
All right, cool.
Well, good thing we aren't there
I'm not too
anymore.
concerned with that, honestly. But yeah, so I convey all the information that there's a vault and tracker
Sure.
info.
Know where the tracker is, or do we just?
Oh
find
yeah,
out
did I
that ping?
get that? Is it
It's
in the
the
vault?
main computer system. It is built into the ship. You can shut it off, but it will shut down a lot of like the functions, as in like when you enter a system, you will no longer ping as being. You'll lose the like if you're trying to go to a place and be like,
We'll
we
lose
want
the
everyone to think we're part of
splendor.
the Black Sun. Yeah, you
Yeah.
lose some of that like, ooh, we can sneak around because everyone thinks we're Black Sun. But you can shut it off for sure.
The tracker
Wait,
is
you-
attached to our identification system. Shutting it off means that we lose the prestige of being Black Sun.
You can shut it off if we need to.
It
Down
also
the road.
provides information to an unknown party.
Well, apples and oranges. But if we need to shut it off, you can shut it off.
Yes.
It's a relief. Oh, then.
What's the plan?
We're leaving it on
what do you
then.
do? Okay.
I
yeah,
guess
you
we're
can leave
leaving
it
it on.
Yeah.
ULAGO's all
Works for me.
about it. It likes
Are you
being
gonna
Black
go
Sun.
check out the treasure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
say that we all sit and ignore the treasure. It'll be like Christmas morning when we go down there eventually.
When you eventually get
Why
there.
can't- Can it be Christmas morning now?
If we
Fine.
all go together,
Yeah,
We
the
all
four
link
of you,
arms and we skip like the Wizard of Oz to the treasure vault.
while dragging PR3 along with you.
Yeah, I
Who
can't
cannot
skip
skip.
and be
No, he's our
awkward.
Tin Man. He skips too.
Oh my god.
By skip, you mean you like lift him up and he scratches the ground as you go through.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah, the
toes
four of
scrape.
you eventually make it back to the throne room, and you push the throne forward, and there are stairs going down into a chamber underneath.
let's go.
I'll walk down first.
Ladies first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go down, and as you do, lights begin to flicker on, and you can see that this is another loading dock of some sort. And there, in one small chest, is a ton of credits. Many, 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 many credits. You don't know that it's all 2 million or whatever, but you know that it's a lot. It definitely seems like everything that was in that chest, except for the 150 or whatever he gave you that's still upstairs.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room?
No, that's it. It's just
Okay.
that in the room.
Okay.
So
I
it's
point
like
to it.
the rest of the 2 million.
Yeah,
Oh.
at least from what you can deduce. Yeah.
Nice.
It seems like it.
Okay, who
It's
wants
all
to count
there.
it? I point to Oda.
So now we do have a ship and the 2 million.
Yeah, we have to make sure that's the 2 million though. You know, minus the 150 we have.
There's nothing you can spend 2 million credits on. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it'd give her something to do. I was just suggesting. Walk
I'll
back
start
up.
counting and divvying it up.
Sure.
I'll sit with it. I got nothing else to do.
Yeah. As you begin to count and divvy up the credits, the camera pans across you, sort of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then next to you is the comm link that you had, and then the camera pans over to DAEYO, and we fade to black, wondering what her choice will be as we continue our adventure. All right, so that's where we're going to end for today. But next week, because you have time in hyperspace to just chill, we're going to start with giving you XP next week.
Yay.
Probably
Yay.
over our little break here, or whenever it is we play again. I will give you all of the XP you get, and we will figure out what you're going to spend it on, and we'll talk about it at the beginning of the next episode. And hopefully you guys will be super cool, and you'll make smart choices with what to choose. Or
you
or
know
not,
us.
or you'll just bite throats. I don't know. +1 to throat bite.
Will
so
Oda
that's
get
where-
force powers?
Yes.
Find out next time.
Yes, she will.
Will? Who knows? But that's it for us. Let's go around this screen really quickly and find out what everyone is up to this week. Sam, what you doing, dude?
Playing games, my dude. I love For Honor. For Honor Year 4 drops tomorrow, so I'm gonna be playing that probably for the rest of the week. Going pretty hard, and I've been playing XCOM 2, like a modded legendary playthrough, like 250 mods, which is insanely hard and fun. So I'll be doing a mixture of those for the rest of the week, I think.
Sure. Anna, what's going on with you?
I will not be streaming next week, but I will be on stream at the Rainbow Six Invitational in Montreal. So if you're around, come say hi in person. I've never been to Montreal, but if you want to watch on stream, you can do that. And then I'll be there for my birthday and Valentine's Day, so that should be really fun. And then near the end of the month, I'll be headed to PAX East. So if you're debating whether to come or not, there's going to be lots of D&D stuff going on there, and we'll also be bringing the Cantrip clothing booth. So if that sways your decision, let it be so.
I want the phrase "let it be so" to be incorporated into this in some way. Sort of like a bootleg Star Trek thing, but it's in Star Wars, and I just need it very badly.
Maybe that's Oda's catchphrase.
Let it be so. I like it. Bike Man, what's going on with you?
Well, I finished Dark Souls, my first playthrough, so I decided to go back and stream some Demon Souls. So now I'm doing that. And also, I've been playing that Zombie Army 4 that just came out the other day with the other late shift guys with the stream team that I'm on, and we're having a good time.
Cool. I will simply say, I don't know what level it is. It's one of the first ones, so I'm just going to put this out there. There's a room that you can go. It's actually a box you can go into, and there's like a creepy doll. And if you stay in that room long enough, the doll just goes like. It's the scariest thing in that game.
Oh yeah,
Hands down,
So
terrifying.
We've run
I
into
was
a
like,
whole bunch of
hell
different
no.
dolls. We've run into a bunch
Oh, I
of them,
hate that shit.
and they
I'm
all
like,
do different
this
things.
Sucks.
I'm
I'm here to kill zombies, not get freaked out by dolls. So
Yeah, I won't spoil for you the ones I've seen. Trust me, there's some great ones.
Oh, it's the worst. I hate that shit. Pocket, what are you up to?
I don't know what I said last week. I think I said something about having body parts and stuff. So I've actually been going forward on that. A lot of cool cosplay-esque ideas for this month is what I've been working on. And playing lots of Overwatch and debating a VR Subnautica playthrough. So
Ooh.
that's about it. But I'm really, really excited. I want to try this Subnautica stuff again. Although I'm scared of underwater. So it could go bad. It could go really bad. And that whole game is underwater, and I get freaked out so bad. Anyway. What?
love that you were like, I don't know what I said last week, something about body parts, but I'm still going ahead with that. I just when the news comes to me and is like, did you ever think that she would be storing all those bodies in her fridge? I'm gonna have to be like, we had
a hunch
yes.
as a group.
Yeah, we all do.
You did mention something.
I actually
Many
had a moment
times.
earlier because I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay in this Airbnb. They have a nice bathroom with a really like a clawfoot tub, and then I hope the blood doesn't end up staining the tub because then I have to buy bleach, and I can't go to the store like, oh, how do I get blood out?" And people were like,
Time out.
"Definitely don't
Time
say
out. You're taking body parts to an Airbnb. You live a
I'm
fantasy
taking blood."
life. Just like blood. Somewhere
taking
there's an
blood.
old lady who's like, George, what if we rent out our cottage on Airbnb? And he's like, I don't know, Marsha. I hear there's crazy people out there. And they're like, no, this young girl wants to come and stay for the night. It'll be wonderful. And then you're like, bucket of blood. No, I want you to know when the news reporters come to me, we're all going to be like, yeah, no, we knew this was going to happen. We just didn't know when. So convict her, throw her in jail.
No.
Yeah, we'll let people know. Everyone on the internet now knows. It's fine. All right. Well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be spending all my time this week coming up with y'all straight up killed a member of the Black Sun. So this should be fun. This should be a ton of fun. Whatever happens next, like, it'll be easy. Don't even stress. No troubles. Yeah, and we'll see if Pocket betrays her obligation. We'll find out next time. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Or whenever the next episode is. I don't know. I have no clue.
You know, where's the payoff? Bring the strippers and booze. We do occasionally talk about video games. Bring the strippers and booze. Not enough time for video games. Bring the strippers and booze.
Oh, thank God, I don't need pants now.
Hey, JC, what are you doing? Not much. Making a fortune.
It's a professional broadcast.
Yeah, now sing music.
It's a professional broadcast.
Bring the strippers and booze.
It's a professional broadcast.
I'm here to ask and answer one simple question.
It's a professional broadcast.
You got